Evening all. Today we are going to discuss a topic on essay writing. Before we'll get into the topic, let's have a quick look on its definition. An essay is generally a short piece of writing outlining the writer's perspective or a story. It is often considered synonymous with a story or a paper or an article. As it has been clearly mentioned, an essay can be considered only as a short piece of writing from the writer's perspective or an perspective from an individual. So that can be a short narration to the particular topic. Apart from that, it is considered as synonymous. Synonymous is nothing but it is just an explanation to the particular topic or a particular story, or it can be a particular article also. And the second point is that essays can be formal as well as informal. It is not necessary that essay should be formal or it should be in informal. It can be both. But in this formal essays, that should be in generally academic in nature. Everything should be related to your particular field or your particular chosen area, and it should tackle some serious topics also. We'll be focusing on informal essays which are more personal and often have numerous elements. Rather to the formal essays, informal essays will have a more colloquial type of essays. So there were four types of essays that are considered to be as important: narrative essays, descriptive essays, expository essays, and persuasive essays. The first one here it is narrative essays. This is when the writer is narrating an incident or a story through the essay. So that's all in the first person. So it is as clearly mentioned that everything, the particular incident or a story, everything will be explained only at the narrator's point of view or the author's point of view. So these type of essays will be maximum in the first person point of view. The main aim when narrating essays is to involve the reader in them as if they were right there when it was happening. This is considered to be the most important point in narrative essays, because while writing the essay or a short story, the writer will have some sort of imagination in his mind, and then he'll try to give imagination through the power of words and to the readers. But while reading that, he could also have the same imagination as the writer could have that. Then only the both can be matched along with that. So make them as vivid and real as possible. One way to make this possible is to follow the principle of show don't tell. So you must involve the reader in the story. Show don't tell, this word can be, or this phrase can be a clear explanation to this narrative essay. The writer, instead of explaining his story or imagination through word by word, he has to show the exact picture or exact scenario while he was writing the story in his mind. That is the reality of the narrative essay. The next type of essay is descriptive essays. Here, the writer will describe a place, an object, or event, maybe an incident that has happened in his life or from his memory, but everything should be in a detailed manner. That is why it is considered as a descriptive essays. But it is not just plainly describe the things, because the writer should give some sort of emotions to his writings. The writer must paint a picture through his words. He should have a real imagination, or he should try to give the same exact feel while he was writing to the readers also. One clever way to do is that it's evoke the senses of the reader. Only by evoking the senses of the reader, the writer could imagine his level of writing to the reader's level of understanding also. That is why it is mainly important point in descriptive essays. Do not rely only on sight, but also involve the other senses of smell, touch, sound, etc. This has also been considered to be an important point in describing an essay. A descriptive essay, when done well, will make the reader feel the emotions the writer was feeling at that moment. As I said earlier, both the writer and the reader has to feel the same imagination or same feeling while writing or reading the story. This type of essays is considered as a descriptive essay. The next type of essays, expository essays. Expository essays means nothing but this type of essay should have various angles of various angles of the same story. In such an essay, a writer presents a balanced study of a topic. Everything should be balanced manner in this particular type of essay alone. To write such an essay, the writer must have real and extensive knowledge about the subject. It is not easy to write an expository essays, because the writer should know every deep thing about the particular topic what he or she has chosen. Apart from that, the writer should have a extensive knowledge about the particular topic or about the particular subject he has chosen. So hence it is called as expository essays. It is going to expose the various angles of the particular topic. So that is considered to be very, very important. And the second point is that there is no scope for the writer's feelings or emotions in an expository essays. Since it is everything going to be balanced manner, there is no use of the writer's feeling or the writer emotions in this particular type of essays. It is completely based on facts, statistics, examples, etc. There are subtypes like contrast essays, cause and effective essays. This type of essays is called as expository essays. The next type of essay is persuasive essays. Here, the main purpose of this essay is to get the reader to your side of the argument. Why? Because while writing the essay or while writing this particular topic, the writer will have some sort of imagination. But the main motive of this persuasive essay is he has to convince his point to the reader also. He should have that authority in his argument. That is through the argument way of writing. A persuasive essay is not just a presentation of facts, but an attempt to convince the reader of the writer's point of view. Everybody's perception is different from the others also. The writer, while writing the essay, he'll be having some perception. While reading the essays, same essay, the reader will have some perception. But the writer should have an attempt to convince the reader through his writing. That is the main point in persuasive essays. Apart from that, both the side of the argument have to be presented in these essays, but the ultimate aim is to persuade the readers that the writer's argument carries more weight. In this type of essays, the reader's argument will be also taken and the writer's argument will be also taken, but the majority will be scored only by the writers. He should have more weight in his argument. That is considered to be the persuasive essays.